I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Scary Delta. Abhora is on the show today, and we talk about hostels, acrylic toenails, and Dragula. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh. Mom!
I've been waiting for you. Do you rub balls like me? Magical, mystical balls. Are you ready for a reading from me? I'll fry your fish and mine. The 5 of Burlington, you'll buy a nice coat. The 10 of Subway, footlong down your throat.
Wait, what's going on? What are you doing? Is this a spell?
With the 20 of Jack and the 30 of Dell, you'll eat like a creature on your way to hell. Dinner salads and saccharin, hordes of fat cats. Call in the district manager wherever they're at. Dolls and daddies, babies in quandary. Let there be complaints and corporate apologies fondly. And those who are very, wherever you dwell, pick your hill and I'll stand with you and yell. It's Very Scary Delta!
I'm Sylvia Browne, and this is Very Scary Delta, a luxury public access podcast and talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very scary Delta. Very Scary Delta is for the woman who has 3 faces, and they all come from Silver Shamrock Mask Company. But first, let's get into some things that are very scary Delta.
Hey, thanks so much for taking my question. I'm a local country singer who spends a lot of time on the road, and I was just wondering if you had any advice for a lonesome cowboy who is dying to take a midnight ride in the dead of night with a fellow cowboy. Thanks. Big fan of the show.
Yeah, avoid beans. Beans are not going to be your friend, especially when you're traveling from gig to gig or however it is that you do this. You sound to me like one of these high-heeled cowboy types. You know, they used to say light in the loafers back in the day. You're light in the rawhide. And this isn't something that's new to you. You had a past life as a cowboy in like the mid 1800s. You were known as Wild Bill Suckock, and you were known for your throat skills. And I want you to know when you're traveling these back roads, I don't want you to abuse your throat, because as a singer and as somebody who's known for their throat skills, that's going to be a problem for you. Now, I say to avoid the beans because the beans create a gassy problem. Your problem is going to be in your abdomen. I would have that checked out if I was you. And see, it's going to be a messy, they call it a deal. It's going to be a mess for one of these cowboys. And I don't want you to run into any sort of problem like that when you're traveling place to place. You can't stay as fresh as you want to. Also, I don't know if this means anything to you, but your father is not your father. And, but that's okay. It's okay. He loved you, but see, you'll end up finding a daddy in these back roads. No beans, get your abdomen checked, and also don't abuse that throat. You'll find your real daddy. Maybe not your real father, but you will find your real daddy in these back roads. Mm-hmm. And you'll want to ride reverse cowgirl. I don't know if that means anything to you, but you'll be known as the queen of the rodeo. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Alinda Thunderstruck. I am a mild-mannered female impersonator by night, and by day I am a producer at a very well-known legacy media company. But I was wondering, I believe that I have been receiving messages from another world, from beyond our galaxy. I have fillings in my teeth, and I think that they have been picking up, receiving transmissions. They sound kind of like this. I don't know if I can do it justice, but it sounds kind of like this. Do you wanna ride in my Mercedes, boy? Tell me what you wanna do. It sounds something like that. What do you think it means?
Erlinda, they're I don't know how to say this. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, okay? They're not always trying to make a connection because they see something special in you. Sometimes it's see, you're another one of these ones that was you were accused of being a witch. You weren't burned at the stake, but you were accused of being a witch. And it's for the same reason that they visit you now. See, they've always been here. And it's the land. How old is the land? That's the question. How old is the land? That's how long you've been here. I keep getting the number 10,000. I don't know if you've been here 10,000 years. I don't know if you would pay somebody $10,000 to do what it is that you need them to do. I don't know if it's 10,000 steps you need to take. Whatever it is, 10,000 is the number. Now they're visiting you, and that sound that you're hearing through the teeth is an ancient sound. What it is they're attracted to you. They're attracted to your very shrill nature. You know, you're like a harpy. The harpy is what used to lure the sailors in, right? And it's a folklore to many people, but it's real. They're very ancient as well. You have been a harpy in your life. You've been accused of being a witch. You are now, well, you'll always be an entertainer and you're a singer. They're attracted to this shrill nature that you have. And what they want to know more than anything is how all of this works here. The radioactivity, the land, honey, it's the land that they're concerned about. And they want to know your connection to the land. How is it that you're able to sing the way that you're able to sing and not shatter the windows out of a building? They want to know how that's even possible. And it's something that you're able to do. That's why you're able to interpret them and other people cannot hear them, but you can hear them. It's the same way that they can hear you and understand you in a different way. They don't see you for your art. I know you'd like for them to appreciate your art. They are hearing you for your actual frequency. It's a frequency that's going through your teeth. And you're feeling it. Honey, it's the land. They're connected to you by the land. I would have that checked out. I would have wherever it is that you live checked out because that's what's going through your teeth. It could be in the water supply. It could be, I don't know if you've had dental work done or not. I don't know you in that way, but I think this is something that's been around you for a very long time. When we talk about the veil that connects, there's also parts of us that gets, they call it a digital footprint. There's also a footprint that's in the actual earth. And you've walked this walk and talked this talk before, and they're connected to that. They can hear it. You, I believe, are actually the descendant of a place called Glamtron. They'll discover it. I predicted COVID. And I predict that they will discover a Glamtron very, very soon. Yeah.
Hey, Delta. I have a question about my grandmother who sadly passed. When she passed, she was very confused and she just demanded white wine and cucumbers and to be alone in her room every Friday night. And we kind of giggled about it and, it was kind of funny. But now that I'm a grown adult, I have an irrational fear of cucumbers. And I find myself not wanting to eat them, but I find myself wanting to spend my Friday nights just home alone with a cucumber, but not to eat it. And I'm wondering what you feel my grandmother is trying to communicate to me, if anything, and how to move forward, because I did like to enjoy cucumbers and I have not been able to. It's just kind of like a PTSD situation from cucumbers. So thank you. Let me know if you have any thoughts.
George and Hazel Pinkering. Fingering. Fingering. Okay, so your grandmother lost contact with George. George was someone she was in love with. And listen, I this is maybe too much, but I feel like you asked this question because you want the answer. George was hung like a horse, you know, and the cucumber reminded her of George, and he was a bad boy. He was, you know, I say he was hung like a horse, but he loved his bourbon. There's something about his hands smelled though. His hand, he worked with his hands. He fingering. He did something with fingering. And so that's something that stayed with your grandmother, and she always looked for him. He died. He was in water. He died in water. It was a slip and fall. You know, he was drunk, a lot of drinking, a lot of rebel rousing. Something about I get 37. The number 37 comes around, and I think there's at least 37 people around you. And I also see a blanket. Did your grandmother? I think she left a blanket for you. I want to say she was knitting the blanket. She definitely made it herself, but I think she was actually crocheting it because I only see one needle, and that's crocheting. That's how crocheting is done. Fiber art, they call it. Fiber art. She left a blanket for you, and she knows, and those 37 people also watch as you get your rocks off on that blanket. And she doesn't think you wash that blanket enough. She knows that you spill your seed all over that thing, and the seed of others as well, and the seeds of cucumbers. Because she sees you, and you say you're obsessed with cucumbers or you're afraid of cucumbers, whatever it is. I think it's both. I think you're afraid of them, and I think you're obsessed with them. She lives in you, you know, and the cucumber lives in you too. But she does want you to know that while you diddle yourself with these little Persian cucumbers, these little ones that come in the plastic bag, and you think that you're going off with these cucumbers, she wants you to know that she likes to play with those long English hothouse cucumbers. And you really, to her, you ain't shit.
Shallow. Hi, I'm desperately bitter watching from home, and I had a question. Oh my God, it is getting very scary out there right now in Chimerica with all these monsters, all these demons, all these creatures running around, honey, trying to scare us. Let me tell you, I've been noticing that the demon of obesity is haunting me. Everywhere I go, I see it. It's in the corners, it's in the wall. When I'm getting pounded by trade, it's sitting there watching me. And I'm getting very scared because I feel like this demon wants to possess me. And if it gets a hold of me completely, baby, it's over. I'm going to be out. And baby, I will die. Do you have any advice on how I can exorcise the demon of obesity? I am a woman desperately bitter watching from home.
Yeah, your problem is that you're not exercising at all. So I don't know. You want to have this demon exorcised. Exorcise. None of that's going to be your friend. If I was you, I would have your thyroid checked. See, when people see a creature like you, they can't tell if you're a man or a woman. And I don't know if you've made that decision for yourself either. Because, you know, we're living in different times. People can decide the things like that for themselves. So decide for yourself. And then maybe you will feel a little less fearful. Because, see, you were known in several lifetimes as a maize goddess. Not maize, M-A-Z-E. M-A-I-Z-E, maize, corn. Your people were the Olmec people of what is now, you know, Mexico, Central America. And those are people known for big hips, big breasts. These are, you know, fruitful women. And I think that's who you are. You were then, you are now. And it's just difficult in this new world, especially when you have a thyroid problem. See, your thyroid, men have an Adam's apple. And I don't know where your Adam's apple is. I can tell by listening to you that you don't have a dark neck. See, a lot of people have the dark neck problem, diabetes. That's not your problem. Your problem is endocrine. You need to have your endocrine checked. And I know that you have an Adam's apple, whether you can see it or not. That again, that's an obesity. That you talk about that. You know this, right? You know that you are obese. And I'm getting obese as well. The maize goddess is sending me a message that about obesity, creature, beast, obesity. It all fits hand in hand. But I want you to not be afraid to get your thyroid checked. It's not gonna be anything bad, but it's going to be something that's really going to haunt you for a long time until you figure out what your gender is. Do you know what your gender is? And it's just not something you're admitting to. You mentioned trade. You mentioned getting plowed. Again, I think it's a carryover from a past life. The maize goddess, maize as a crop, plowing, getting plowed in a field. I think you're in tune with who you are. I just think that you might be a little bit afraid in this new world, coming to terms with that. There is an obesity, but there's also an obesity, and you need to be concerned about that. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jose Laberja, and I have a question regarding the spiritual realm and the other side. I recently went to an estate sale. This day, I found a Marvin the Martian lunch pail, and when I brought it home, I noticed that there were some trinkets inside. There was a Victoria's Secret love spell. There was also a Hello Kitty accordion address book, and I noticed that some of the words in the address book were written in Latin and in Chicana. I eventually deciphered what it actually was, and it was a spell book by the priestess Raja Gemini in the city of Koreatown. I decided to do some spells, and actually the next day I found $100 on the floor. I wanted to ask, is this something that I should keep doing, or am I asking for trouble? Please tell me. I appreciate any feedback.
Honey, you're going to have to be more specific because I can't read your mind. I get messages, but I'm not a mind reader, I think you asked me this question because you kind of already know the answer. You talk about this Roger, Gemini, whoever, as being a high priestess or somebody who's a spellbinder. I think you know that you are a spellbinder. I think you're not afraid of any of this. I mean, you even talk about this love spell that you found. I don't know if it's a book or it could be a body spray. I do know that Victoria's Secret used to do the 3 for $18 body sprays. So it could be you're talking about that. Whatever it is, you were a very high priced, well, a nice term would be a call girl, but you were really, you were a whore. You were a prostitute in the 1950s. And so you know how to captivate men. And that's why the messages are coming to you in money, in fragrance. They're coming to you in a lot of different ways. You mentioned the lip liners. These are things that you're not afraid of. And I know that you are, you sound like a very good looking man. You sound like a masculine man, but you have a softness about you. There's a woman quality about you. You actually died from a botched abortion. And, that's a lot of pain that you carry with you to this side. And that's why you want to know about these spells. You're trying to make this connection. There's a very thin veil between where you were and who you were and where you are now. The veil is thin, and I think you can see through it. Don't be afraid of it. You ask if you should continue to do these spells. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. I don't know that it's going to get you anything. I don't think it's going to make a connection with the other side. I think you're already connected to the other side. But what I do think is that you still know how to captivate men. That is why you are intrigued by these places with dance poles and the dollar bills. That botched abortion took place behind Whiskey A Go Go. Look up Whiskey A Go Go. It's in Hollywood. And in the 1950s, it took place there. They called you sangrona. It's a Spanish word. The Spanish use that word. It means high-blooded. You were known as high-blooded. And that is why the red of the blood runs all the way through, and I wouldn't. I don't think it's crazy for me to think that you might even be ginger. You might even have red hair because that you're so high blooded. You hold yourself in a high regard, and you should. Uh, the spells. I say continue with it, but only to captivate men. To capture men, to get what you want from men, but to connect to the other side, you're already connected. I wouldn't worry about it.
Hi, Delta. I'm a local area entertainer who's had some traction in her career in the past, but I think it's time to look to that devil that is known reality TV once again. What do you think I need to do to get the producers of Dragula to notice me and cast me? Any tips? Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you.
You really can't. You're not going to get their attention. See, you're like me. We're very similar in the astral projection way. There's and I know that doesn't sound like much to you now, but it'll make more sense later. See, you're one of these Norma Ray types. You speak for the underdog, and that's something that you don't really have a choice about. You were burned as a witch several times, and a lot of people see you as a witch. They see you as a problem. They love to befriend you. You're a good friend. I know you are. And the world knows that you're a good friend. But the problem is that people don't like other people who are too, as they say, too proud or too free. People don't like that. And you live that way. And there's consequences to that. My suggestion for you is you're not going to get their attention through your outward talent as an actress or whatever it is that you do in this industry. You're going to get their attention by, you're going to have sex with a producer is what you're really going to have to do. Because that's how this industry works. If I can impart any wisdom to you, it's this. And that's how the world works. You're going to have sex with a producer. Now, you may think that that's above you, beyond you. I've got to tell you, a little birdie, birds come down, they send messages. I get messages in several ways. Sometimes I get messages in visions. Sometimes they just come through like that. Sometimes visions come down in the form of a bird. A bird will come down. The calling bird is the cardinal, and it'll come down and it'll bring me a message from beyond. The message from beyond, and actually a message from here right now, is that there's a rumor that you're not afraid to have sex with producers. Do with that what you will. It could be real. It could not be real. I don't know. I don't know you. But I'm here to tell you that it's not something to be afraid of. It's something you actress through, as they call it. So if it has to be that you have to have sex with a producer, whether it's a reality show producer or to get a role in a TV show, who knows? Don't be afraid of that, because that's how you really have to get them by the balls. You know what I mean? You really have to understand the workings. Now, it's going to be a scary thing in the beginning, but it's really going to be the only way that you're going to be able to convey your power over other people, is the power of the puss. Today's guest is contributing to the death of drag. You know them from Dragula. It's Abhora.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Delta?
I'm good.
Yeah, you look great.
You look great. We were just off camera saying how I still have at home in a jewelry box one of your noses, which is like my favorite thing.
That piece of trash. You should throw that away.
Never.
Well, that does remind me. I do remember that night because it was very special to me. It was my first time working at Executive Suite, a bar in Long Beach. I'm sure you've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first time. I was very nervous. I wanted to put my best foot forward. I brought stilts. I'm a stilt performer.
Yeah.
And after the show, you came up to me and you said something that I'll never, ever forget. And that is, Ross has a Senior discount Tuesdays.
Yes, they do.
Every Tuesday. No, it was actually the warmest thing that anyone's ever told me, and that is, you are doing something so new, so exciting. You are what makes me love drag.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you do that for everybody, but it felt very special to me. It felt very genuine, and
Aw. Well, I have three standard things I say to people, and so whenever I run into stilt walkers, which I all the time, stilt walkers and street walkers, have my heart.
Dime a dozen.
No, I do. I love what you do. I love that you're always present, and there's so many people that we both work with, where you're like, are you even talking to me, or are you just talking at me? And you can decipher it, but you don't want to believe that people are just talking at you, because that feels so fucked up.
They check out, and I get it. Some of these high octane, high volume performers, they work every night. They meet 1,000 people.
Yeah.
They can't be genuine all the time.
Right.
But, it just feels like you're writing in a high school yearbook of somebody that you met once. Like, have a great summer.
Right. It does feel like that.
It's such a pleasure meeting you.
To a really cool chick I met this year. Wait, how do you travel with your stilts? I was thinking about this. Like, that's certainly checked luggage, I would imagine.
That's fine. That they fold up and they fit in one suitcase. It's the other stuff that you have to check in with, like sports equipment.
Like
you
what?
know? Like giant arms, giant foam things. I do big because I can't dance or tell jokes, so I just shock and awe with like big stuff.
Yeah, I don't dance either. That's why I just stay big. You know what I mean? Like since I can't, I'm with you. Go big, go big, stay big, be big. Maybe I should be on, well, I guess I wouldn't be able to do that. I used to know a queen who, when the movie Memoirs of a Geisha came out, she wanted to have the tall shoes, and so she got trash cans, like waste baskets, and taped them to her feet. So she was trying to go big too.
Yeah, I find that those are the most memorable performances when they, you're prone to catastrophe.
But why not?
That's what people remember. You
Right.
give like a stellar performance. It's great in the moment, but you always go back to, remember that queen that duct taped 2 tree stumps to their feet and then fell down a bramble into a cactus patch? Like I find that mess is as important as polish. Which is why I look so terrible today.
You look perfect today. I love your nails. We both your nails, your toenails. We both did really, really long nails.
I appreciate that.
I like it. I feel like we need to see more orange in the world. I love your hair color. I love this hair color. I love these nails. Why don't people wear more orange?
They're afraid of orange.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? I mean,
no.
Orange is electric. It's exciting. It's autumn. It's just, you know what I like about orange is it's the color of bleach. It's the color of decay.
Okay.
It's the color of this like raw, toxic thing. It's radioactive. That's exciting.
Radioactive.
Is that Imagine Dragons?
I think so. I don't know much about them. Although I've seen like TikTok videos where the lead singer is like dancing shirtless, and people were like, I had no idea that the person that sang that kind of music looks like that, because I guess he's like athletic and.
Oh, no way.
Right.
A pop idol is
Right.
like trim and gorgeous. Like, I feel like most popular musicians are just models who can sing, right?
Or can't even sing, really.
Yeah, they just auto-tune everything. Yeah, it's an industry. It's been a while since we've had like a Bob Dylan or just someone really ugly but talented.
Yes, I
We're
do know.
ugly people. Come on.
And just straight up ugly, like just butt ugly.
Just fucking like, I can't think of anybody that's in the past 10 years that's been like.
I mean, let's see. We're like 10 years apart. You're 10 years older than me. And But we have reference points to certain things. Like I can remember when like Phil Collins, the singer, was all over the place. And it's like that person would not be, there would be no Phil Collins all over the radio right now. Even with that beautiful voice and all of that talent. It has to be packaged because the people that are consuming that right now are a different age, I guess. I don't know. Why is that? That's so true. The average or not conventionally beautiful to everyone's current standards, then people are like, I don't want to hear the music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
You have to be beautiful. You have to dance. You have to be young. You have to be, perfect all the time. And it's just, where's REM? Where's like Elton John's very ugly?
We are very ugly. Where's our album?
Where's my money?
We're fucking butt ugly.
We're so talented, but no one will give us a chance because we're not a Korean pop
And we're
band.
big. We go big.
We go big.
Well, speaking of going big, Dragula 3 times. That's big.
Deal? When will I learn? It might not be for me.
It might not be for you, but it might be for you.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
You think this is gonna go well? 3 times, the first time went great. I was new, I was trying very hard, I was putting forth all the effort. And then the second time, I was seasoned, I was comfortable. I felt like I could just walk on and they would hand me a crown. Not the case. It's kind of a big disaster. And now this third time, I learned my lesson. I'm going to try very hard and please you all, please myself most importantly. I think if you aim to please yourself, everyone else will catch on.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you a hedonist? Do you like self-pleasure?
No, I'm actually quite prudish.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Very standard sex, very limited enjoyment in my life. I eat tuna out of the can, no seasoning, no mayo. I just survive. I don't really enjoy life.
You just survive. You don't thrive?
No, definitely
Really?
not. Up until like 2 years ago, I lived in a shed and I was fine with that. But then my wife was like, you have to do better with your life. You have to strive for more because you may be fine with dwelling in poverty, but you have to make a better life for yourself, for the people you love, the people around you. They don't want to walk around your smelly, damp, flooded swamp pit,
Going back to Dragula, what type of challenge is the unnerving one to you?
The obvious ones, bungee jumping, but I think at the core of that is the psychology of it.
Sure.
Because you're completely safe the entire time.
Sure.
But it's just seeing the ground below. I think it's challenges like that are, well, I mean, that's the basis of every challenge. Because you can do all of the things. They're not gonna, they're not gonna shoot you with an arrow. They're gonna, do things that are legally safe. But it's just your mind. It's your mind stopping you. So I do appreciate the thesis of Dragula, which is to push yourself beyond your own self-imposed boundaries, to endure pain, to endure trauma, and to push forward. And as one does, you build up a tolerance for these things and you become stronger. You become more immune to things that you would normally say no to. I find saying yes to everything leads to an exciting life. Yeah.
I don't know that I can say yes to everything. I wish I had that. I love Dragula as at its core and its idea because I feel like, when people hear like monster, what's a drag monster? I think people that only think of aesthetics think specifically like, I'm going to put on scary makeup and I'm a monster. But I think it's so much more than that, because facing your fears is what a monster can do. Like, it brings out the monster in you, right? I feel like that's the show isn't just about who is the goriest, but you have to have an element of that. You can't be afraid of that. You can't be afraid to say, there is a gory side to me. There's a funny side to me. There's an irreverent side to me. There's a fashionable side to me. There's all of those things. Whereas we look at other reality shows, which are maybe more celebrated, maybe equally celebrated, where the idea is like, can you just come in here and be perfect and just do that over and over?
Yeah.
That's not as exciting anymore.
I mean, it's good to have variety.
Sure.
They're equally great. They're both important. It's important to show beauty and grace, but also ugly and disgrace.
We're not crazy. We like wearing orange. So what? We have curved nails and curved toenails. So what? We're fucking monsters. So what? I kind of wish I was on Dragula when I watch. I watch and I'm like, could I do that? And that's where I think like I'm afraid of all of the challenges.
But doesn't it look fun?
Yes. So that's why I say
fun.
to myself, that would set you aside, like that for yourself. If you could do that, like, could you eat a bug? And then, just as you said,
No.
Think about it. Like,
I couldn't.
what's the worst that could happen? A bad taste? What's the big deal?
Getting sick a little bit.
You eat, if I'm a carnivore and I eat hamburger meat, even though I cook it, I don't know where that came from. What's the difference between that and a bug? Not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot different. Like you said, the fire, the this or the that. No one's going to actually try to kill you, but they're trying to see how far you could go. Why are you that afraid? You know, we all are afraid of something. Are there horror films that scare you? Don't tell me no, you damn liar. Something scares you.
I don't like horror films that are just jump scares.
Oh, okay.
I need something psychological to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I need something interesting to wrap me in. But what actually scares me is movies like 50 First Dates. It scares me that passes for film. That America okays that is what people deem funny or entertaining. That scares me.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We are back with Abhora. We are talking about Dragula and 3 times and traveling. And people know that on the show, obviously, we fry the small fish. Obviously, first world problems for the most part. There's so many bigger things going on in the fucking world. But I don't have the political awareness or the bandwidth to pretend like I know. I feel like there's so much noise going on and it's hard for me to go, oh, this is what we should be doing. And then I go and do it and people are like, well, actually, that's not what you should be doing. You should be doing this. I'm like, okay, let me fix it. Let me not shop here, not shop there. And I'm like, fuck, I keep doing wrong, you know? Is there anything that I can do other than fry the small fish? Just bitch about little things. Is there anything that you need to exacerbate? Any small fish? Or is there something else on your mind?
I'm often perturbed by crosswalks.
Okay.
I don't know if this is intentional, but I find that every time I'm trying to turn right, there's always someone in Los Angeles. There's always someone trying to cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like them to just stop.
Just stop walking.
I'd like them to just get out of my way. Let me get to the bank. Let me get to the post office on time and let me go about my business.
Is it that they're just dilly-dallying, or is it because they are just there in general? Get the hell out?
No, they're very with it. They're doing their best. They're not doing anything wrong. Me. What about me?
What about Abhora?
When am I gonna get my turn? Is it Abhora's turn?
You know, the thing that I hate about like those kinds of situations is I feel like when people are in crosswalks, they're kind of like, well, I'm a pedestrian, so you have to wait for me. But then as soon as they're in a car, they're like, I wish the pedestrians would go.
Yeah, I've been on both sides where I'll literally make eye contact with the person trying to turn. I've been on both sides, so no matter
You play
what
both sides of the field.
So whatever side I'm on is the right side, and whoever's against me. No, the pedestrians are fine. I'm the bad guy. Okay, I'm not too proud to admit.
Would you smear someone across the pavement if they didn't get out of the crosswalk quick enough?
It depends on how busy and how much of a hurry I am. Like,
well, you said you were trying to get to the post office, and I know you sell stuff on Depop.
It closes at 6. Wow, you did your research.
Well, but because I want to get rid of stuff, but I feel like I can't just took this to the thrift store. They would end up like breaking it or going like, "What is this? Nobody wants this." But I don't want to go through all the work of having to package something up.
It's the fucking worst. You got to take like 10 pictures.
Right.
You got to write a description just for people to message you and say, can I actually get this for like $10? It's a $50 jewelry box. Like, you're getting a nice thing. I have to package this up, like you said, and that's expensive too, and that's time consuming, and just it's like a headache. And you know, they always want free shipping. They're like, my Amy Shrinkle of Sugar Pill deals with this a lot. She sells things on Depop, and she has a few customers who will buy an armoire and then just throw a bracelet into the shopping cart to get the free shipping on orders.
Oh, wow.
And you know, she has to find a polite way to say, no, you moron, I can't just throw a bracelet into a bubble envelope and send it with an armoire, you know?
I am that person. I think that like I'll put a bunch of stuff in a cart, like on whatever, a clothing website or something, a retail site. And I'll think like, shipping $7. Like, but then it's like, oh, you know, but you have to add so much more. And you're like, well, but then I got free shipping. So then that goes into my mind. But the other thing that goes into my mind, because I don't know who is or who is not shopping on Amazon anymore, but we did at one point, many of us get conditioned with Amazon to have things just thrown on the porch in an hour. So now, no matter where you shop, you're like, what do you mean that's going to take 3 days? I will look at stuff and I'm like, 3 days or ship to the local store. Where is the local store? Oh, it's only 50 miles away. I'll get a coffee and just drive there. It's fine. I want it now. And what is it? A pair of fishnets that have stars on them. But I need them and I don't want to wait. But I'm not even going to wear them for 2 weeks. I know, but I need them in my hand right now.
I need it.
And I don't want to wait 3 days.
No, God, no.
First world problems.
God, no.
Sow, savage, pig, demon, monster.
I used to be an idealist and I would rail against people who don't boycott, but these are necessary evils. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So, you know, buy from the source when you can.
Yeah.
Buy from Amazon when you can't. There's just no getting around it.
Railing. Tell me about railing. Railing or doing rails?
I don't condemn people who use, but I just personally don't do cocaine. I've witnessed what that can do to somebody, and I just don't want to go down that path. But.
Would you play a game with me called Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Marilyn Manson.
Kill.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
Mary.
Morrissey.
I would definitely fuck Morrissey.
Was that not my same lineup?
Did you?
That was my exact same lineup.
See?
Yep.
Oh my God. Yes.
Absolutely. Because Robert Smith is like romantic.
He's such a darling doll. And I could have a lot of fun with him. He's very sarcastic, very playful.
Right. Have you seen that clip of him like being interviewed by someone? Oh my gosh.
Not as excited as you, apparently.
So fucking funny.
I've heard stories that if he's talking to somebody boorish or like kind of annoying, if they say they love something or they say they hate something, he'll say he loves it. He's like,
my
oh, I
gosh.
love Shinedown. Oh, I love Imagine Dragons. And then he'll walk away and go, I fucking hate that band. I don't.
Just because.
Well, you know, he's very playful, very
Yeah.
sarcastic. And Morrissey, I mean, as much of an asshole as he is, he's got also that kind of charm.
Well, and you're just going to use it one time.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that.
Get out of here.
He wouldn't want that anyway. He's a fucking player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a dick, but I mean.
Oh, totally.
Whatever.
Just like, which of my albums is your favorite? I don't know. Queen is dead.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
You just named like my
all of it
top, but you know, it runs the gambit. I do like a lot of 90s rock, a lot of Placebo, REM, anything with emotion, Radiohead, something that's like raw and personal and a little embarrassing. But I'll love a house beat. You know, I was listening to Hercules and The Love Affair on my way over here to just kind of get in that fun mood.
Is there a song that like might surprise people that you will just like completely sing at the top of your lungs that people would be like, really? Would you like belt out a Britney Spears song?
I could. As a young queer person, of course we all twirled to Britney Spears before we were smacked to stop doing that. But I like going into like a dad rock kind of vibe where
absolutely
where I'll just can't find a better man.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeremy Spoken.
I graduated in 1994 from high school. Pearl Jam is like top level for me.
Pearl Jam, Nirvana. Nirvana is like a serious love, but I'll jam out to what was it like? Oh wow, 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 and it's good. Wow, wow, and it's good. You know?
That's exactly what this sounds like.
Yeah, it's like,
exactly.
It's like trying to get your pants on or something.
What about if we went to the mall? I don't know if you've been to a mall lately. I mean, malls are kind of like not a thing anymore. They exist, but like they just are there to hold like one Bath and Body Works outlet and that's it.
And a bank or
and
something.
A bank.
Something weird or like a vet, you know.
If somebody offered you like a couple of $1,000s, we'll just say a couple of $1,000s on a really off month. But they said, we want you to come perform a Britney Spears song in just a really sexy, fresh mall girl outfit with high heels and a cover girl makeup face. Would you do it?
Couple of $1,000. I'd do it for like $50.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Times are
that
hard.
Sounds fun. No,
times are hard.
Some things you do for money, some things you do for love. And I do love that girl. I do love that knife wielding schizophrenic girl.
Who is do you think Jessica Simpson is delusional?
Who is that?
You know, Jessica Simpson famously believed that her career was stunted and then taken away by Britney Spears. She believed at the time that
whose wasn't?
The two of them were neck and neck, and the only reason that she didn't get what she wanted is because they gave it all to Britney Spears.
Honey. Everyone is a Salieri. I'm sorry. The Mozarts of the world are always going to be there.
Yeah.
They're always going to be phenomenally ungodly talented.
Yeah.
You just have to make do with, you know, being the Abhora to a bitch puddin', or bad comparison. Or, you know, there's always going to be a Victoria Elizabeth Black. You're just not going to be, or a Vander Von Odd. You're just not going to, there's always going to be someone on a higher plane. You just have to accept, hey, you're Jessica goddamn Simpson.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be proud of that.
She has really great shoes and purses. I feel like that's her wheelhouse.
The singing, yeah, whatever. But her real gift to the world is her QVC line.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that clip of her and Jules singing Hollands Avenue?
I was just thinking about Jewel. How did you read my mind?
I
was
knew.
just thinking about all the people who are underrated, and I fucking hate getting called underrated, but it's true. I am. But no, Jewel is a very special. She's like the female dad rock, because she kind of goes like, and I made some pancakes and I like my coffee too, but I just can't stop thinking of you and held down and sing around even after you're gone. You're meant for me, not for you.
Have you considered doing Jewel and Friends brunch with flip phone events?
Can I please?
I think you should.
Because I have a tiny hands number that'll knock your socks off. You know, it's just funny to do Jewel with like a comedy number because she's very serious.
Right.
But you know, you just take those serious moments and
do you remember when she had the they used her song Intuition for the razors?
The phone?
The like hair razors.
Oh, like Venus?
Yeah, like Venus,
or
but
just like a female.
It was, and they were called Intuition razors, and then they had like a song, follow your heart, your intuition.
My core memory is I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
It's a great song.
The freedom of having a razor in orange.
I love that. We love orange.
We're obsessed.
Orange is not just Halloween either. I don't know why people think it's only Halloween. It's all fall. It also lends itself to gold, and there's nothing more golden than the holiday season.
It's an unexpected color because everybody does blue, they do gray, they do these soft muted things. I think people are afraid to shine. People are afraid to not take themselves seriously, I think. Because we all, when we're going out, we have that one garment that's like really pow. But we always go with like the black or something slimming or something more, don't stand out, you know?
Did you ever see the X-Files episode with the man on stilts?
No. That's another series I got to get into.
Oh, please do so. Please, you will love it. There's an episode where he is on stilts, and it's
I love that this is a show about aliens and like witches and otherworldly things, and a man on stilts.
Pruitt Taylor Vance is his name, and he has these shifty eyes. And in the show, he's not like a huge man, but he's like kind of portly, and he does drywall or something.
Oh.
And he has these stilts. And so just the image of the stilts is unnerving to so many people because I think shapes are unnerving. People get, when we talk about Slender Man or something like that, that idea is just unnerving to people.
Yeah.
I almost feel like very tall is scarier to people than very heavy, because sometimes very heavy people come off to others as cuddly, whereas tall comes off as very fast at you or something.
Lanky, like they have a long reach.
Yeah. Do you notice people when they fucking freak out when you perform? I notice it. Oh my God, I've been with you. I've watched them scared to shit.
Because when I'm up there, I don't really realize what I look like. So I'm watching all these people silent with their mouths agape, and I'm like, oh, they're bored. I have to do something. So I'm like waving my arms.
Makes
I'm like
it scarier.
Punching out lights and stuff. I'm juggling. I got to do something because I get nervous. You know, do you ever get nervous that you're not doing stuff? Or you're like confident, to take slow moments, to build up a mood. You don't have to like punch and kick like every second.
Well, how about this?
Sorry to derail you, but
no, not at all. Because it's the same thing I was thinking about. This is not to sound selfish, because it's going to come off as very first world and very selfish, which whatever, if it is, it is. But when we say people are like, oh, people are bored, but they're captivated by watching you. Do you ever find yourself in situations where like you're performing, and as much as you love the art that you're creating and you love being in this space and having a good time, you're also like, I see you tipping everybody in here. And I don't know why you've got your camera out and you're taking pictures and you're staring or you're going, I want $1 too. Can I have $1?
Yeah,
Can I have $1?
That exposure doesn't really translate to me paying rent. So,
Right.
But if they are taking pictures and stuff, that's better than them like staring at their phone.
Well, can you at least just post it and tag me in it so I can go, I was really there. I was really performing.
They do oftentimes, and it makes
For you. You son of a bitch.
You have very iconic moments too, Miss Delta. Don't be modest.
Let's take a break.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. November is Men's Health Awareness Month, so Talkspace wants guys to know that being prepared for life's biggest challenges and opportunities means prioritizing mental health, too. Talkspace can help you go beyond fine-tuned workouts, supplements, and productivity hacks. Talkspace can help you fine-tune your inner life so you can succeed in being the best version of yourself in any situation. And with Talkspace, you can get therapy from anywhere and on your time. You can even text your therapist between sessions. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace takes most insurance, and most insured members have a $0 copay. Men's Health Awareness Month is the perfect time to reach out to Talkspace. Now, get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com and save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com. That's Talkspace.com, promo code SPACE80.
We are back with Abhora. Now, this is the part of the show called Read Me Delta. People send in their letters, they have questions, they need advice, and we are always so happy to give that. Now,
so excited.
In theme, orange envelopes.
How'd you know?
It's our day. It's our orange. Do
you have a crystal ball or something?
Good evening, Delta and guest. I am a seasoned sandwich artist, and I have news for you. Subway corporate must have been listening to your complaints about proper sandwich making because coming in November, we will be changing the sandwich layout. You will see the screenshots I took from the training video, and there will be a few changes to our sandwich making, but most notably, we will be placing the sauce on the bread before the vegetables.
Thank you.
I hope you find this new sandwich layout more satisfactory. P.S. My mom says hello and wishes you well. We love you from your favorite sandwich artist, Willow.
Willow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's the picture here. Key reminders. Full slice of cheese goes on the top of the bread first, followed by the protein. Thick sauces like mayo go on the bottom of the bread before the vegetables. If a guest wants avocado, add that before the thick sauce. Thin sauces like oil and vinegar go on top of the vegetables. Always confirm the sauce before starting the veggie layer. This is major. I don't like to toot my own horn. I really don't. But I do believe, as Dr. Shirley Kenyon once said, if you don't toot your own horn, they don't know you're coming. We have been talking about this for a very long time. And I would like to say to Willow and to everyone else out there that has been part of our movement about Subway and Subway sandwich artistry, that we won. We have won. The Very Delta podcast YouTube talk show luxury experience has gotten to someone at Subway corporate.
This is the good you're doing.
How do you have your sandwich if you go to Subway?
Oh, well, I always just go with the meatball sub. Keep it easy, in and out.
Nice.
You just slop it on, throw some provolone, you're done. But I can't believe that it's been 30 years and they're finally getting sauce on the bread. Like, isn't that like intuitive? Like, doesn't the
Right.
sauce just slide right off of the cheese? Did they think that was
Right.
normal? Like, you're the sandwich guys. You're the sandwich guys.
And they did it.
You're
They
supposed
did
to
it.
be in control. This is supposed to be your one thing, and you can't get that right.
Subway, you took control of this situation. It took a long time, but we've been waiting for you, and you came through. And I want to thank you, Willow, for letting us know about this.
Yes.
Listen, I'm going to read the steps to you one more time. 1, cheese. 2, protein. 3, toast, if applicable. Avocado, if ordered. 5, thick sauces. Thick sauces. 6, vegetables. 7, thin sauces on top of the vegetables. Confirm the sauce before starting the veggies. Veggies. Do you say veggies or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Thank
Even though it's
God.
harder.
Thank you, God. I don't like when people go, veggies. Oh, it's just a few veggies.
No. I can't say anything cutesy. I don't like
Veggies?
anything cutesy. Veggies, mini, penny, anything with like an E. Like, I can't.
What about when people go, are you a girly? Like, hey, girly pop.
Listen, girly pop, I'm not fucking with you.
Do you drink iced coffee?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Are
drink
you
all
like,
coffee.
I'm an iced coffee girly?
If it's hot, I'll drink iced. If it's cold, I'll drink hot. You know,
How do you like your coffee?
black? Because
Oh God.
I ordered.
No, I'm a monster. I like to drink my coffee black.
No, I
Just
ordered.
fucking with you.
No, I ordered coffee with cream and sugar once in front of my sister, and she called me a pussy. So after that, never again. I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Did you let her know? You know, my people are known for being pussies for other reasons, not just iced coffee.
What other reasons?
Queer people are known for other reasons for being pussies.
Well, no, I think
For having
we're
butt pussies.
pussies. No, but before we move
Girly
on,
pop pussies.
before we move on, the auditory
Oh Lord, this envelope.
the auditory thing that I can't stand the most is when you go to a place with like pastries and things and they ask, "Do you want that warmed up?" Like, I don't know if that hurts your ears, but something about the dup is just kind of gross.
Like warm and then DUP, like warm.
It's the dup that like really gets me. Like, do you want that warmed up? It sounds sexual. It sounds invasive. I don't know what it is. It's the cilantro of my ears. Anyway.
Abhora, look what's happened.
What have you done?
God.
Well, it's okay. You got nails on. I mean,
do you sing Chapel Roan and go, my God, what have you done? My pink pony girl.
No, but you might have to cut this out. I in the dressing room, whenever somebody does that song, I go, I have a gun.
Meatball has a gun.
I can't believe that. Before me?
Meatball says,
"For me,
should I get the gun?" or something like that.
Yeah. Well, these are uncertain times, and if people want to complain about their Second Amendment right over my dead body, take my guns. Well, we should arm ourselves too, just in case there's, I don't know, a violent insurrection on some January day. Where, we should be afraid of people kicking our doors down and dragging us out of our homes. Maybe we should be prepared for something like that. I don't know. You might have to cut that out too.
What if God was one of us?
What if God was Joan of Arcadia?
Joan of Arcadia. They filmed that in Long Beach.
Not in Arcadia?
Yeah, in Long Beach.
Right there.
What about this? Hello, Delta and glittering guest. Are car horns very Delta? What is the proper etiquette and decorum when using your car horn? I recently observed an aggressive driver who chose to lean on their horn for an obnoxious length of time when a short toot would have sufficed. Is a short toot very Delta, or do you support letting it rip? As we continue to restructure the automotive laws and regulations of this country, we will take your expertise into consideration. Thank you for your time and consultation on this matter. Kiss, kiss, very Sam, DMV, Delta Motor Vehicles. Do you use your horn a lot in the car?
I will never, ever, ever touch the car horn. I don't like hearing it myself. I don't like getting it. I have gotten into car accidents where I never even touched the horn.
Wow.
They have swerved into my car, knocked my mirror into my face, and I didn't even flash them.
Wow.
Like, that is the level of politeness that I think that I bring to the table.
I think the whole point is, a toot is like the light turns green and maybe the person is like really not moving and you're like, hey, and they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't notice, I was daydreaming.
All right.
So like a little toot would be like, oh, that's okay. But when you start slamming on, like, the only time you should really like is, I don't know, someone's in the middle of the railroad track and a train is coming and they don't realize, or something like that. It's very emergency to me.
Or you see a faggot on the street.
Or you see a faggot on the street.
You
If
gotta
there are
let 'em know.
faggots,
Faggot! You gotta let them know.
I'm going to have to let you know. Toot, toot, beep, beep.
Pull
Toot,
up to
toot.
the bumper, baby.
In a long black limousine. You know what that's an aphorism for? A long black limousine. Uh-huh. Long cars.
I'm very innocent.
Big cars. We go big.
I'm very innocent. I never caught that. I just thought it was about...
You said in the beginning that you were very, straight-laced and normal about things.
Yeah.
You're not disgusting. You're not disgusting.
No.
At all. You just get a light pedicure, a light manicure.
Very Christian.
Keep it simple, a simple perm, nice and loose. Right? You keep your nose up at a few things, but, not everything.
This is Read Me, Delta.
Thank you for being here. This was fun.
This was a blast. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you made it. Today on Very Delta, we learned that year-round orange is a power color. We'll see you next week, and until then, keep things very Delta. Bye! Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions. Hi, I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Shit-Ass.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of more Very Delta.